finya mani ba ne trase na yesinkonwa ne de be som ne som pase anwumre no nsi akase bo Great Commission TV Paramount News papa bi na yadamase na yamamadwi na ensem ne dosun ede na enso so ansan se menkansu besi trase no na odasase aka kire no enti sa ensem a ebai bebu mfumpa agini ho picture wana madwunu ham na to mujam aba for social media ne so Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X any nuanom anya pesa min komhwe bomode na eboso mo manfo nya bi hwe na unya bi nkenkan na sede mpanifo se ba kwidi fatana kodo kase na de bedi makotune bi ne
Ghana Mampenye His Excellency John Dramani Mohammed Atudwa say government Ghana ye host Africa Free Trade Secretariat no eno enkyere say ade ebema enwuma ku ahodo a woman Ghana mu atretre
Awusha ene amenu ka say aban lawyer pani ya wonu kura na ya so afo hatenten ne so ene eku a na say dwuma from say JA Plan Pool ena dwemtrani ya woda no ene yi wasi wom ede ntia abegi mu nkyere
na ko pemu South Africa mine mu a Julius Malema ene worker say wokyere say Ghana Mampenyina no mo otu yo befa first batch the South Africa mine mu no wan bombo de krani nyina ne say wan hwe ani mpanyifo ensi nkonya
na ene amenu ka say nkramantam so afo kokobo ama abaka jempanifo ahodo a wono wo mantam no se wonhwe na nsu yira ahodo a yefa nkrofo se japade no wonfo ani ntofo
okokopie mu Cambodia mine mu won so aba Atudwa say Ghana for adehia won mo man mu ene afi so no amahodo fo bia won so efi ebibre man mu hanum sa ba bepie mo hono hwe bia nkokosi June 31st and I say May 31st na so munyina enhwe so ba bepie mu man Ghana tesa omo no mo krata kwa anasa krata kwan so no omo krata no edi mu so betina omo nto behwe na mama munyina obia akwa no manyesa wo wanko na mbeso mu no adesom no kwakoto efiase
na ene donkumo mo mra se bidwafia yesentrofo hia mu ni na ne sokopie mu wagya ba ni mpatamu ayade a ayarsabia bi ewo ho a ye aban esika wo mu de awi nanso wo kire aban otiso mpese obibia no se wanya demo dantana sinema
waso for show man sika samso e de Atudwa se ekumase Accra Expressway no Oma share ama endeyi oma ye 51 kilometers I honsam so e wa hanu state oma ho aka e wa project e koso say ye oma dan na say omo stores no ombe share e wo dwumbo sumini mu no oma share a compensate wo
enei enipa bi osu se o galamsey for enei abrewa ani nyame amfa kwam enei o mato nanan mu ense damna abuaguam so yara husapa
e wan se from rekokopie mu wo bi man so Kenya e ho kwa girls senior high school ho ho eja etimi atom dormitory enam so amachesa kwakoy oye na emu nsem ye behwe e de abeso mo
na e woni die nsem mu abrante kwaku anu yesi ni twani wo de Atudwa so osra ban se Goldfield ho nsensem a okopie mu otakwa ene ne mpatam na wonhwe ena renew power renew anyasa South Africa ne mani denti ena wakasa sa ensem bi ka we hu de editi ne de besom ne asom so mpase anwumre no sia kase bo Great Commission TV Paramount News papa bi na mpanimfo se ansanse benkansi we sin international da saka kire no sanso ena oba woni pema ena ebuni ya chia emfase de banyumaku
ye de aseda manyumaku na mo hwe eboye eso yasen e wo sika afemu enti yanko hola Saviour Herbal Center hola ene akachaba beduko yi mese yarewa ya da ne krankran da ne chese empese betu ase no ono obehwe etu ase do so ede ama weni te bomade o yare na ngugu ye yare anan eye akoma yade esichire yade ana entehye wo moja no entimi di umu efrisa ne yeye kidney problems we system ene yeta ya o ya wo chibrango na yeta ya o ya ana prostate enlargement ana so den penis problems so na wo de ne tebia bomade na fa be piem e wo no we be kas ebia me yare me de chinchin samenya no edo me de mabre empaba me se fa hola Saviour Herbal Center o last stop na de social de chire no wankasa wo be di ehun adanse amom exercise akomude kwan so o ma hwe no makwada room no mo hu ne enna no so e ma yare e banitin o so mo ntwe e ma yare ne enka wo ento hon mani to ma hwe de hola Herbal Mr. Abedwa man so eno no ma e be bo na support immune system no na etimi agina brand na sa na be yare biara e be sorry akwati adama bi no eno so etimi akor edi etia sa yare no afeso be bo ama moja no etimi edi wo mu efrisa ne yeye wo be hu hola Saviour Herbal Center etura kwan e wo asaman on Access Bank no ena eben from page 4 0240 409991 and after 0200 623038 0576 656 658 Holla Saviour Herbal Center no say only God can heal you. And na God medicated toothpaste. Me say we me toothpaste na kasa just say no me am aswahwe and na media ho dance e de ama wo. Eye papa wonya di chu sound of pa uti so onum na toso ye papa na fe ehyeso kakra do hu ha na frefre dua ni wonu atoso anesa enti bo modern say unsa ebetumi akabi impanyifo ade atomu akobudi kwan so say eye ma impanyifo we no enkwala enketwa enka ma impanyifo just say impanyifo ahwe age atomu akobudi kwan so wo benya bi ato wo de woni ekire mu na Paramount ye ben hair center ewo go filling station enche hono mo ewo usum Hana store and also Ben Power FM osu benya bi ato Great Commission Television nungo akantamata ho ena yebuto wo ba ha unsa ebetimi aka ba kumienu miensa kokum ne duso ne dodo opa bia unsa ebeka from Global Ventures ye ne Nas joint ewo Boadi Road ena edi enhwedi mu the mall ewo go kwa unsa ebetimi aka bi wo hono from panyifo ewo 0244 425804 0244 425804
Abusha mame enkamfo go same travel and tom fama mpanimfo se ebre chimu a na wachimu ho edane anu adane ho enti na nam so ama ne de obetimi de ho abona wadane asorobo ade ho bona ukotokoro nkasu da biara beda no eye go same travel and tom na wonu me adwuma ku omo yenkata semfa kwantu okwaje wa home yogosu ade ana opese okosra obi ade bia efa eye akwantu nkata ho de ye mekamfo de ama wa me wo mu gidi a metimi de mensa hye gima ma wo no eye go same travel and tom nya bukata nya misrasha omma omanfo bebire na omso akwa kwantu mu abaye boga na yi omba fia na eje omba baba ne yoyoyo enti bomodi ana fa ho boss adwuma kui na unni udokono kwa na woye nkata bi tise student visa, business visa, tourist visa, sales na visa renewal, sponsorship bank statement for all visas, birth certificate, business certificate, passport any ade bia efa eye nkata sem ho de go same travel and tour and American food their mom na obebusa se na hin no butu go wenya ira kwan ngwa kantamanto Great Commission TV building Boadi Road ni so a wo de ududu ngwa kantamanto fa Boadi Road ni so pa ye na ye first story building edika ibramu wo mo ni Great Commission TV abusa tenten no enu an wo mo wa mo du ma o manfo bibire abusu asalai enu tuma menkanfo wo mo emfa ma wo ne mpanimfo eni komo na aginkyeremu aburu mi die so 0244 425 804 0244 425 804 Mamin Kamfu di Aya Media and Professional Institute and Famount. Say one go school papa is a school papa. Ube say Ober TV radio so I want to say the Ober can nya do be show that and we are say na school papa be say na minimum aba ya koya ya no katikati for ira. Wo hwe wani ajaja job otunku ka say bon wa feel. Mamin Kamfu di Aya Media and Professional Institute na memfama we. Na one mo school no 4 months pepe so me 9 pe obe sentu ndi mapa wo ba ne kwasida se obrofo ka na enye ana se wakenka na enye ana se ontro ye kra type no sheda nko ye papa se yesi obi communicate pa wo de no ato nso bi se da so aba akoko the Aya Media and Professional Institute na me kamfo na media mount na oye courses bi se digital literacy, financial literacy, afi media literacy and the ika ho nyina Great Commission TV abusa tentino one is St. Michael Primary School and the Bohunungwa Kantamanto Boadi Road ni so ha woni panifo ni komo on 0544 713929 0544 713929 say nyuma ko bebere na so yasena mo bi ni nuaba yeso manyumre ni aso so mpa se Great Commission TV anyumre ni usia kase bo na kase de eda ni fro semfo no mo kenkanfo amote yenkan eyeme adehye hene nana ajiman Prempe Osuma for Palo, minimum.
Shafatu Mohammed SM for short. Ebusuya yencha ye hombra ye ba kase bonu ye bedomu esiko ede amawo. Ebusia yada se sa wo kan ho na ye twa ye ho aba na ye sha okasebo no ase a na ye sha se e de free Ghana man penyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Akachi ende yi wa hwe e de atudwa sa o man konkro Ghana sa brevi e be hwe na ya host Africa Free Trade Continental ye twa ni tawa AFCTA no e na wo kire se da bi enye eno nko an e na be boa ama ye nwumeku ahodo e wo man ni mu na be hwe na emu atretre na atimi apagya ni mu na e discuss so no ejina yiye na wakasa na word chere say ni nyina no efa eye ye be hwe kwan bi e be fa so na eye certificate system na no so etimi akoso na afen so no eye ye be hwe na e be kwan bi discuss so ahyem e wo hono na no so etimi atretrem na etimi ama ne ho so na ama edwadie ene eho nyama so etimi akoyie na abra odi nsam we etudwa na kokopie mu e wo eye time Ghana CEO Summit ya e course wo Kipiski Hotel e wo Enkrapopu ni mantem ha no mu say na mapen eto ne nsam so e na wo kire say wo hwe Ghana ye nyama ye hwe etoton na ni na no e wo se enya eye good standard aha na se quality no enko ye na se no entimi enwa na abra bia na sa de no obi epe bia to na wo se sa abra no etimi e wo ho e ma na enkokoba no se bia e ho bekwakoba atwe nti abra e man penye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e hwe e de nsam atudwan nsam bi sei e ne afoforo sei e na wo hwe e de tudwa.
Sustainable growth will also depend on how effectively Ghanaian businesses compete internationally. Ghana hosts the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, and this gives us an important role in Africa's future trade policy. But just hosting the Secretariat alone will not make our businesses competitive. Our firms need standard certification systems, packaging logistics, financing and reliable markets information. Made in Ghana must stand for quality, consistency, and reliability. It should not merely be a patriotic slogan that we espouse. It should become a mark of confidence in African and global markets that Ghanaian products are quality. And I'm happy to congratulate captains of industry and the CEO network. The expo that we just watched, the exhibition outside, is
Absa yen free mampani semina yen concept from na high court kwa setan ni nyina afa o mafo bekaya abanda da ne penso wo kra video bi baya wo se yen hwe na yen potem akwan hodo a wo hono yen timi fancy so eno district road improvement program drip na eno ho sensem den dey aban lawyer pani eno so afo ha tenten ne so yewura Justice Dominic Ayini and Accra High Court kwa setan no di tudwa no chese eku adwumako from say JA plant pu na Chief Executive Officer na say chairman na odawma no yewura sian Joseph Sian Japan wono na Zumi Lion pani na ono na wo kire se yade a ebra sa mfidi krai ni na sefo nyina ba so contract bi wo ha wo mo dwene ho mo ntia se sa contract na wo mo de ma enei sika wo hwe a watua amana boroso no esom America sika no $2 million na no na attorney general chechim de check court no se sa de we de court no hwe na onka bi fa ma o man no se de be contract no beda ho fine na o man no se sika na ese eje na de be o man no ho bra yetimi de abo ho bra na okasa na o chem se enei sa enema nyina court so wa bandada no pen so no papa so pa ngoma so enye nani mode na ni yemu enti hwehwemu bi se timi koso pa na o man Ghana yetimi agi se sika no se de be a enema hodo a o man no ye ene niama ahodo a se yetimi hwe no yetimi eboa na yetimi koso nti bra wo cheche ni nsem wo kire se yade a enei won hwe na sika no empanifo hwe na ontimi emra metua se de be a o man Ghana ene drip ho sensem empo yebetimi dia niama bebere a ebetimi aboa nti enei court no ekwa asetran na was wa for attending so nku ya na abaka Japan yewura Justice Dominic Ayini odi sansem wi atudwa
ebusua yeto aso na ebo ewura mu ewo Cambodia emman no emu nene abanya wo ho na wa hwe ede babetudwa se ebibrem hanu mu se aman adehye a maba bepie mu ewo Cambodia emman no mu no a tesa ho no na se tumi krata mu den enkomu endimu aha ne nyina no ombehwe ne se afo no ma hwe omu afri oman no mu enti hwebe enkosi kotoni ma boso me de to so eduasa baako wa fimpinu ne eduonu ensiemu na tesa mo hwe ama mu de dwuma de sa afo ne nyina ma bobo mo ho ano na se ma hwe ekom befa so ede omu afri omu man no emu na we no enkrata afri ho eba ewo Cambodia General Department and the Immigration and Affairs of Ministry of Interior in Pejifo Eda Anon and ma hwe de ba betu dwa se omo hwe necessarily for Nina over your with it. I'm going to say, Ghana, Adishia, Kenya, Adishia, Cameroon, Adishia, and I feel Uganda, Adishia. And I trust a already date with Edababa Thomas, Edababa Mamu, San Quancosi, but Tonima Bosom and that also be a Sabacunes of Muninanum. Well, you saw Crata some ending on one day, then when we are found Wagon and Sana, sad deadline on their body at me, now watch them one. I am in Crawford and mine so forth. Young baby Pierre Mohammed Thomas, and Quancosi, I am more so many that also back on natural say. One by so Crata some ending. Now, so that's what I'm my number share. There's a one of the Ocopium our immigration for anyone. Our Momrano ever share anyway the ample and share Crapocopium our if you are there. And no one sends some so on my share, editing and Crata so I'm making can be Eddie Amawu.
I was a young free Cambodian Seminian Free in Chankra Mantem Muna or Swap for Chankra Mantem no so a mamma Linda or Benoa a year Aquili Uklu. Now and net or essential for Shemu. Nina Efa a year and near in Subo. No man for baby, baby, don't tear finding answer in Super Yarafa, near no Japade, one shall manage and soon be me. I have also some panina, F a ball, I would do a man for 80 me at 2 good zoom, baby, as I said, you sit down, no man for sit down, man for Daniel who are jump on Trimun, no, and penning for said, Penny or 10 few mamma Farin and Kaibunanka for Count and Nam so my name, or swap for 9 cents for shame, or they two are back at him penny for who do and him say, one share, na one eight, nanum, and no man for 1 more a year. And Patema would do no Mukabi Musi, and I'm coming to my Pamano. I've been now say, woman to not office in form Musansham, Demi from them, woman coffin, no Munya say, oh, and near my cosso from near my cosso from not what was summoned night, not why you say, Dabby. Not in office, now also for nature as I didn't. You better make I say, oh, grounds here. Nancy Betty and in her grounds, and yet not a Japade baby, no, my Ghana, and a year a dime baby, none a bubuna, and one time an infant, what the one need to one it some of them. There were 1 2 son and one just wash it, and the one who could give it fluence and to us. One more than one call from. Now, Untimi and Coher said, and near my old do I cosso, a year or more musi dancing so and ball I hold 1 month to Gunia then. 1 more 8 dim that's what I said. 1 more a year or say, for senior, your sir. Or sir, a year back at the penny for says, I say more okay, one fine here, dear, said a bear or bit me up, a man commanded to at me at Yente. Linda Obenua Akuli Uklu.
I wish to state that the Wager Dam has been opened and the situation has had significant effect on surrounding communities and infrastructure within the enclave. The controlled release of excess water becomes necessary due to heavy rainfall and rising waterfalls in the dam to prevent structural damage and ensure public safety. Against this background, the Regional Security Council, after the press conference, will undertake an inspection exercise to assess the level of destruction and evacuate affected persons. I further wish to assure the public that the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council remains committed to working with all stakeholders to protect lives and property throughout the rainy season. We will continue to monitor the situation closely and take all necessary intervention.
Julius Malema, a leader at the economic freedom fighter, Charity EEF. South Africa, and they were cast at the two say, we share a year in number of course any time the course was South Africa. No, the future say in no Cassa editia. Now, what I say, and then nice or Cassa in what they found was share in number of course, and now so Amagana buying, and say, I must share the go and then Yamia Dome. Your first budget of Babeka and Sa Nipa Makuma has a yam. Then who and a walker at the after more South Africa, this shall move to war. Walker saying, and I'm a hood of why I added a baby my moon. And yet, there's some new money at the Munya Numa at the end, much as I say. Now, before Nipa Hassa, it is a Munya Numa Hassana, as some will be so one month. Munya Numa has a mobile yet. And to the next way, you know, walk a son, what I said. Now, California, Ukraine, and the Papa, Sababa, Baba, baby, gross on this one count. Now, so Nipa Krabi, where South Africa, this year, and no one of Ashen, and the air in the Mohosam, Essa, no, not so. And what could we ask it, Baby from Munina, so Munina, no, as a Satani, and almost share, and done, and didn't know what Cassan watch the same. I'll share Ghana by share or two, and one on one, and can who cry here said, over 2 stars, and one about the far addition, that goes on a year South Africa, before Asher, Etna say, now commercial up as someone in Puma, a sea bread. Now, bra Julius, Melima, adding some etujan, say, and all kind of some fire.
Because Ghanaians are gone now, 300 of them. How many 300 of jobs were created after the Ghanaians have left. So it's just a myth, it's a lie, which they are using to further divide us, to perpetuate colonial divisions that were created in the past. And you say, no, I hate colonialism. I was a student in Feast Must Fall. We must decolonize education. We must decolonize this, we must decolonize that. But the borders must remain. The borders are actually the most practical thing that was brought about by colonialism. And you can't say you are against colonialism, but you support the borders. It's never consistent like that. The Ghana response was not necessary because it now creates an impression that we are all like that, when it is certain section of our society that needs to be contained by law enforcement. And one Ghanaian lady was saying, you see, the problem is, and I wouldn't have taken this option, the problem is we're being beaten in front of the police and the police are not doing anything. That's the problem. And when this opportunity came for me to leave, I left, because if the police can't defend me, it means the state is in agreement with the people who are beating me. So we think it was too quick. We'll still resolve this, and President of Ghana should have given us, some time to really deal with this matter, and we'll get to the bottom of it. We hope they will come back to their senses. We don't have to respond the same way they did. We need to pursue the diplomatic engagements with Ghana until we find one another. We don't think Ghana responded.
So I'm going to from na and don't come on. I say if you mean central for issue. Nina efa ko pie mu eye wida wa we mansi ni mu a o su se eyade a enkwada ya resa bia bi si ho a ya betimi aboa nkwada pa na o kire mu a sa ayaresa bia yi abanda da ne penso na wo hwe ensi ya na ni nyina efa eye wiase sika kra bia batan World Bank na timi hwe eboa ye emomsi no se enkane no a wo mu eye sante asapam no na eye hospital no ebesom empane mako eye aduanan 40 nanso akire wo mo san change wo madwen ema ene mu pagya ekoduru 120 bed na okire mu a wo ma enhwe ha hwaban ya aso atwe nani wonti so dogo bi nu abena mo na adwuma amra se mo pia funa mo so mo ntena ha se dom kuma na onhwe ema enkwada eye ayase bia nsiwo a ebetimi aboa amankofo bebere na se baabi mpo ye ma ebetimi de nkrofo akọ the broni friend say referral and nti wo mo hwe na we nyina no eye honorable na ayiwa free won emra se bedwani mu adehia wonom ewo afija asokore mansi ni masante mantam nemu wo ye ranking member at the head committee Ghana mrase bedwafie won na enne mrase bedwafie on se nchofo twen komo na o kyerese sa na ma we nyina na o mahwa na omo ntram to so nhwe e ma ban timi ntwi nani wo bra eye ayarese bia esiwo complete obi ani tua wo min di aban no wo twen dia won pese obepa hontuma na atimi adidwuma sei ene ewura honorable na ayiwa free ni nsem.
Hospital must be open now. It must be open now. There is no further reason for delays in operating that hospital, especially as we need employment for many unemployed youth, nurses and the lab, physicians in the system, etc. And also the population wager catchment area is one kind that hospital need to be operating as of now. Now, there's been this position by government that the last regime were involved in procurement and delays. This is not true. And I repeat, this is not true. The Wager Hospital originally was a 40-bedded facility, and it is now 120. So there was environment. Now, a couple of equipment were also added on to enhance it as a 120-bed facility. It was an MPP government initiative because indeed it was post-COVID allocation from World Bank, and we chose to have a legacy from COVID. And it was a collection of projects that was to say that yes, you were hit by COVID, but this is something.
And what she and honorable na you were free or to us no say contractor no mo de contract man wa wie kura enema ne nkom hwe kwan se saa enema ne mum na nka no musu contractor ko aye adi bi aka ho ebi ti se eye power generators ene ade ade betimi abo nyina ebi wo ho na o se eye World Bank kura wo mo eso yasene ma yetimi saa yasa bia yi wo mo kura abo aban suboa free tetentre de se yenye ne yemia no nte ye ne wanwa pa se wa hwe a wontimi emia no ebra owura onabo nana ayi afriye ade ne sem tudwa no ene o se we de kotodegu fom ensa dan se mo sere osoafo happen din sem so yewura kwa bere minta kando se won hwe na nemonim ya no woni panfo hwe na wo mpa eye hospital no ntuma na entimi moa emen kwada titiru entimi nya yaresa
IDA financing, which the World Bank would, is an offshoot. At every stage of the process, the World Bank were aware that the project had to be enhanced from a 40-bedded to a 120-bedded facility. Now, the little difficulty here is the equipment. The stakeholders approved at each step that, okay, you want to enhance the project, go ahead and enhance it. Then, after the post-procurement conference, the World Bank was of the position that, okay, we didn't want this, you have agreed, okay, but we also think there's a CT scan that has a very high, it's highly priced. All this went through the procurement processes in the country. So if you attack procurement, which has gone to PPA approved, they have a contract, ministry has a contract with a contractor, and you have issues with procurement, then you are more or less attacking the PPA or the procurement authority of this country. It's got nothing to do with the contractor. They told the World Bank that, okay, get us a quality of this 128 slides CT scan of the same quality and also brand. So we know that, okay, this is a quote from this place. Look, so the guns will say, they were not able to give an alternative invoice. So what do you have to do? $3.8 million. Among it is the CT scan. And you say it's overpriced. Overpriced is not supposed to be very...
What's so far, what show you sick as some saw any Dr. Kessel at 2 and then what share Eddie to just say. What share Accra Kumasi Expressway now. And I'll say, wash Eddie Ababa to Honor and so I bought a man on the Bahon 7. It's me, I on it, my Eddie Canon. And they as rough for and I will share Eddie share one more answer. And then you can say more than I 51 kilometers and one some no. I must share Eddie Abahan will say no much run. Or my shack like one now. Yani now we share 51 kilometers or my share. I'll walk home one papa. Now, Raffway, I'm not share Eddie a do my home, any more share Eddie a fine Yanina. Eka Mampany, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and just say, yeah, now and our Facebook, I'll be for 10 times or so, and day. Dr. Kesala to force share Eddie Atuja. Was us rough on the credit on my yard, papa, or you must on my share our boys. I say, and you might say, Bakaya, Imretium Biani, and as I say, share Eddie as rough for inside, and now what I say, the same chair be out, and so for sure, Juma Maya, a year, Miss Sway.
Personnel of the Ghana Armed Forces Expressway Project Team, together with valuers from the Ghana Highway Authority, paid a courtesy call on the MCE for West Akem Municipality, Honorable Paulina Akabila. The purpose was to outline the steps taken by government to pay compensations to all individuals whose farms and other properties fall within the right-of-way of this expressway. As part of the processes, Grievances and Redress Committee will be formed, comprising personnel of the Ghana Highway Authority as well as locals from this municipality. And this committee will address all concerns raised by individuals who are affected by this expressway construction. A similar courtesy call was paid on the DCE for Asene Manso Akroso district in the person of Honorable Eric Ahinakwa. Following this engagement with him, the team also had the opportunity to speak with locals of the Manso Asene and Esubua communities. And all those who have issues regarding the construction of this expressway, I mean all those whose farms and other properties are affected by this expressway had the opportunity to clarify their doubts. And so in the coming weeks, grievances and redress committee will be formed to address all these issues as the government speed up the payment of compensations to these individuals.
At least we've gotten the consent of the people. They have bought into the project and they are happy that at least we'll be coming around to compensate them. That has been their major grievance.
The Ghana Armed Forces media team, in an exclusive interview with some of the locals, expressed their joy, happiness towards the project. They pledged their support to the Ghana Armed Forces and the government of Ghana. The express road, when completed, will link Accra, Adesso, Asamankase, Akimodan, Ofuansi to Kumasi.
We are wholesome young cousin for could be a friend Sukumu, and no ebe a jam man quanta, ewo Amansia Central Mansinum, ewa Sante Mantam. Now report habitude your address, a nipa a year and 9 books, on a yes, a walk to a former good deal, can say illegal miners. Now, Ochebua, a idea, and Colorado, and I said, Emerante, at Matron Animal and Sedo. Nina, I said, I'm not Dunko, and a Buagu, so I are a wholesome. Now, Ochebua. A idea Jumekwa from a year voter resource. One and na sa a year concession a yomodiano did Jumawaso. Na a idea woman for it more as a model of the Nomadia Majanama for Chami. Then the Namso Ama Watimi Ediama Emerante said, Wamson Quay, na woman could dim Bicacacano. Na Asabeto just said, scientists are name Jumekwa a friend so a year Logis Group Company Limited. One and as Isiano. A year or more dear, and I said, I bind their mom so one shall not come. I'm running their friends say a reclamation. Now, and the Namswama, 1 month for year, one more a year illegal miners. When in pass, I bind the Ashed Makubins, I say, one share now Katakata, I'm running so. Nanso so, one more than who yamu jump on trim a nibble name. As I said to Crumsy County, Wabamo dear Timiako, Ama a year, I'm name a bogum, so I are some. I will crew a friend say Sukuma, and no, I wore a year. German, a year in Quanta, or Amansia Central, Mansing or Santimantabuna, or Chemua, a year Abrante Bakuana or Kahun, your friend, sir, one na edit woman, now a prosy for H.M.A. a dear agency out on an umcupium or hair bambon. Now, who ya nana Junuano, na a year excavator be at me baby body na, Eddie, one appear, na Abrantia, one no an idiom, and him leader, a Solomon, a year a medevo, one no an idiom, and him no man for be or Mokahun. Na assembly of the hopa, Yansha video nibi.
Nothing on the Naruto.
Ebusia yengina arahosam wesu na infantwa ye ho embra ye ba eni jadi mo ensam na obi man so ye bebo ewremu ewo ho. Mama kamasem ni nyina efiyare o na obi benya wo so a efiyare kro ya enu nti no abra wote menka mi se bomode medwene ho a wo so dwene me hunti ena meka fo hola heba anasa hola savia heba center ede ama me se yare no se na etie bia no obehwe etu ase ede ama na so no wotimi abomode afonta makwa frasa ba ma eba no apomudin ekwan so enu nti wo de na egugu ya yare akoma yade esi kire yare enteshewa moja no entimi di umu efisa ni yiye kidney problems usisi ataye o yakwa Uchimbra mono enso etaya oyapa prostate enlargement and appendix problems. Since I then said full stop about Monday, when the other so be work at a move. Every baby, I want over be pay on a catchy. So one church from non certain and the open beyond. What bay Eddie, I'm a wakasa when everything I do with my swan. On my boy Eddie, I'm one. I was so what to me Eddie one and say Eddie a chair off from. And we saw my poem with him so much share and no one knew and wouldn't be no more mother Eddie Walla, Heba, Mr. Benjamin, and Baba one. Now supporting immune system, let me agent up running. Now you're a bonny beer and to me, I'm well ready for general. Now face it me up, I'm a mojano. Et me Eddie more every Sunday yin. But who are last Savior Herbal Center, it's a coin. I was some my money access bank no and a bane. Fred in penny 4 hours 0240 409991 0200 623 038 and a AFE 0576 656 658. Holla Savior Herbal Center now. Also only God can heal you. And na God medicated toothpaste and a edusho ebusha me say me ama swashe and a bidi one dance e de amawo. So na osha me say apo ayefite ya and na God no and na chere say eko. Eye restaurant na toothpaste bebre na ho na so benya papa no. En kwata la lepe de be mesro. But more than some side to me at the piano pa and then you remember just and I'm missing. That a jamming car sham then also at me up one woman that abra one with that sitting in the moon. And it's in the petrol that I said to paste the AMA in penny for Emma Friday and yet Emma one. And in penny for I did act to me a walk with him one so I would never stop. Let him say dim my ya to and it's a share. Left right in penny 4 hours 0244 425804. 0244 425804. Obenya B at or L Prempemat Ebe Hair Center. And no our Gulf Filling Station our Osu. Hana Store Ebe Power FM our Osu. Great Commission Television Abusanke say so Hanungwa Kantamanta Ho and a Yabutu. Oba Nia Pebia Wonsa Ebe to me Akebi. From Global Ventures and a now joint body road and na Eddie and Shenimu the mall and so ewo.
I was the Aya Media and Professional Institute and Central School. No my bedroom Ghana. And St. Geoffrey Biluna na afa. No ka say, Wamo Cassette Mr. Papa School Papa. In the need to Mika, Unuabi, Wafasibi, Unobiti Mantem, Wankasa, Anasa Ebia, Uncanti maybe, Anasa Mantem, where Nene, Unyan St. George Mobay and Sukua, Walkono, and Yesuku Papa, and the I am Media and Professional Institute, what is a job for war, a yacht for. One to my Bob Biwas and George what it took in Abram, I'm a day, we are Safanina or Bodjom so. Now, I know, and I'm so, I'm the Aya Media, said, a year for so many 9 paper, what and Johnny Mapa, consider now, Basukunu, Sir Abia, we SS, University, Sir, we are adult, and now it be a wait me up, set communication skills no form, wait me up, Untimi and Cambro for Papa, and I say, oh, typing, and yan 10. There be waiting me up, come. Na ochra a idea a digital literacy, financial literacy, media literacy, and air courses who do be our any central a year course who do in Great Commission TV, Abrusatin team Nunga, where the road Hona, Cantamanto Hona, one St. Michael Primary School and a bottom 0544 713 929 0544 713 929. Now, in inform you can come. Go same travel and to po abruchi po na chese go same travel and to no jumaku awo ye akwantum krata hudu bia ade ye krata di tukwan de uni problem say passport say de ni nyina wo ye di nyina student visa, business visa, tourist visa, visa renewal, sponsorship, bank statement for all visas, afi birth certificate, business certificate, passport, a DBFA and krata hu sensendia go same travel and top head and American for the amount. And Crawford be na mom so I a bogger and the Obani Bojom so kama hina opasoko UK, Canada, and also my Australia. Nina which by home crata at the amount 0244 425 804 0244 425 804. You might be naso ya sinamo bi ni aba. Ya som ni asom sompa. Say you no say ka say Great Commission TV Paramount News papa bi na me ka say opese obe sponsor ya ka say ya de wu nyansa na de agisika bomoden a na wiase fa na nyina ene akura se kura obi ehwe great wo ba obi hu say bebo odwato de hu dawuro de ama ene programs a hodo ni nyina so bomoden ni kasubu meko we na so ya se ama yesom hu ni asom so pai.
Ebusia ye ntwa ye ho tiawa embrasa ye ba bebo ewura mu ewo obi man mu ensem ye beko na emde wetufa akọ Kenya man no mu abusua ye bo ewremu ewo eye obi man mu ensem a na se bibrem ha yi ayenko eye Kenya man nu mu e ho na me de wotufu a akwakopiam na ensem a efi ho ba no chese enye nika krakrakrakrakra ne nyina ene se empanyefo ahwe de bobetu dwa e kire se kokopiam ewo Kenya man nu mu a na kire se eye emasuku ewo ho no mu e chese ho e na esi aye kase omo ho aka eye Kenya Girls Senior High School no omo kire se omo do metri ho no mu omo nka bi hye mu na se eja atokwa nam so ama enipa enye asem keka na se esuafo yi a mo school ho no yi ebi ehon etimi aka omo de se yaka se omo ayaresabia ehon no ewo North East ye no ewo Kenya na hinkro Nairobi ehon no na Abraham eye wo so afo hwe homasua ensem so ene sentrofo ekasa Owura Julius Ogamba kasa na watch say school for no de bebre na na eprepra ye wo sa ojahihye na ekọ no ewo hona so mobomode atebri wo no mo akakopie mu ewo ayaresabia de se wo ka so se nyame adom emu edueson ba ko de 71 omo yi wo no mo efi ayaresabia ho a emu enson 7 ne de so mo de na no identity ne ya mom referral letter omo ko ayaresabia no so ewo enche ho no mo na impanyefo kire mu a police for na edi etudwe eye search and rescue operations ebetimi akoso na no letimi akira de kode port enam so a emasa oja no eto girls dom ho a akofa sa oye neyi ede aba
It is a sad day today that we woke up with the sad news of a fire incident at this school, Utumishi Senior School, where at about 12:45 a.m. a fire broke out in one of the dorms on the second floor of that particular dorm. And the dorm is completely destroyed, together with a lot of injuries to our learners. And unfortunately, we lost some of our learners in that incident. I'm going to give you those figures. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular school has a total girls population of 815 girls. At the time of the incident, the girls that were in school were 808. 7 of the girls were at home for various reasons. Out of the 808 girls, 79 were injured and taken to the hospital. They were treated, and 71 of them were discharged. We have 7 currently admitted, and 1 has been picked by the parent from the hospital. Out of that number of 808, we have 16 fatalities whose identities will be identified. The process of accounting will be taking place with our investigators. It's an unfortunate incident. At the time of the fire, responses were received from our security agencies, and we'll be talking more about it, from STU, KDF, County Fire Brigade, and the Kenya Red Cross, among others. The response teams, of course,
wani idem nsem no owura kwakuma no sinitwani na wakasa ni nyina efa South Africa for wonum ani omudi ema enam so amamampani ahwe na wakofa yenuanom ahasa edoma bai na nkasa nyina chense ade a Goldfields takwa mines no abanhwe na wanrelease bibia amfa momso omonto adwuma ne so na okiremu a ade a ohwe sede South Africa for ye mu na ade a adwuma ku nso omo ye South Africa for na wo kire se de Ghana yensa so ye chedware ni nyina ne se ade a Ghana se eba se fom agudie tu aye omfidie ene akade a ebetimi ade atu na odi studua ema yewura Dr. Ibrahim Mahamampu wɔde ne example kyerɛ sɛ wɔn mpo yɛde nneɛma no a wobɛtumi atu amana boro so na wɔsrɛ businessmen fo nyinaa wɔn nsɛm obi sɛ wɔn ɛmfa wɔn nhyehyɛ enyumanwuma mu ne titiriw ɛne ɛfum agudie tu sɛ dɛbɛ yɛbɛboa na ɛyɛ amanɔnefoɔ ntimi ɛmɛfa yɛsekan fa nwa nanka na wɔsrɛ mampani sɛ saa asɛm a wɔkan no wɔnhwɛ na ɔntimi ɛnyɛ ɛna ɔde ɛyɛ asedam rɛmpemasie ne abasobɔdeɛ ɛde ɛkɔma wɔsoafo a wɔno ɛde hwɛ amanɔne nsɛm so yɛwura Samuel Okudjatu Ablakwa
South Africa wahwɛ sɛ yɛbɛyi wɔ mo ampa so ɔmayi wɔ mo ɛde bases akosi wɔ de plane kɔ sɛ ɔmo so bɛtumi aba fie mate sɛ yɛsɛ gold face wɔ sɛ wɔahwafo sanro gold wɔ sɛ wɔahwafo takwa ɔmpɛ renew for 20 years asa atena hɔ 20 years Mr. President yɛwura the president Mahama papa yɛsrɛ ɔma renew ma wɔ mo ɛnyɛ hwee yɛde yɛntumi nyɛ basa yɛntumi kase yɛ pam South Africa for so mu krom ba deɛ bi a yɛ ɔman ne deɛ bia no si adum pɛmpɛ so a Ghana fo yɛnso yɛwɔ nim deɛ yɛbɛtumi de atu yɛ gold ɛne yɛ agudie sɛdeɛ papa Ibrahim Mahama ekura mu no menim sɛ yɛwɔ Ghana fo papa Sam Jona kora wɔ hɔ ɔno so wɔ nim deɛ paa ɛfa man ne ho enti Okudjatu Ablakwa na menhyira wo ade ba kɔ wɔ ho ayɛ me fɛ paa ɛyɛ wutiri ho sɛdeɛ ɛte shine no ɛyɛ me fɛ Awurade bless you wate sɛ Ghana da wakoma so mo sɛ yɛwɔ adwuma bi wɔ ma yɛde ma obi a wotumi sɛ wɔ passion wɔ ho this time yɛwura Mahama selection wɔ yɛɛ no sɛbi ebi mo bɔ adwuma nkasa nti Awurade Nyankopɔn bless you sɛ Ghana de sie ko ahohiahia mu a entempa no wakɔ
so yɛnya nsɛm we so na yɛmfa ɛnɛ anwumre no nsia kaseɛ ne nyinaa ɛmmra na wieyɛ kaseɛ no na ɛdɛ papa didi mu akotire bi ne
Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eddie Atujasa so man Ghana eba ne se be host Africa Free Trade Secretariat na nko ano emboa entretre edwumakuo ahodo e wo man Ghana mu no
aba lawyer pani eno so afro hat ntene so abomoden a ene high court no kwasetra o kira ade adwumakuo I from say eye JA plan 2 a eye dwumtrani eye yura Joseph Sir Japan eda no no sika bia for munsase ne nyina fa drip mfidie hu nsensem no
economic freedom fighter South Africa mainumu Julius Malima and washer Eddie Atujasa washer and Litania my course of South Africa now so Amagana Yaman Penin and Mupeni Fasher de Yamagu Aquema Babefa first by Jada Babe Pio Mangana no Senan Sessan Conessa and was a buying a share South African penny for Bebetrase no musi in Kunya
Abusua enkamantam so afọ ma me Linda Akule Okulo de atudwa ade kokobo ama abaka jimpanifo so wonhwe ensuira hodo a ekoso enkamantam no nya de na ni je ho kura nti wonsi fom enkoya adwuma no nya office otetete no
na kopie mu e wa Cambodia man no ma ma hwe e de ababetudwa se eye Ghana de hye o mo ho no mo ene eye ebibre man ha emu ade hye ahodo ya baba bepie o mo ho a je se ye ba no ye krata edi tukwan endi mu no Oma beshe ne hie be nkonkosi eye kotoni waboso de deto so eduasa baako no wo mo beshe wo mo sabe so mu no omo de wokokoto efiase
me no ka se dom kuma omo mrahye bidwafie omo aye nsehefo nhie mu efa wogyabawe omo kopie mu ho a ade a enkwada ya sabia bi ho o se aban ne hwe na ompa ho ntuma na ntimedi dwuma na emmoa ayarehwe
Accra Kumasi Expressway na no ya da impejifo hwe editu dwa no ya ma hwe de ama asrafo mu yeso adwuma no ende ya te de say 51 kilometers o ma hwe atlas so ye pa ho nnwuma wasofo a wo hwe yesika samso ede ababetu dwa wo kire say eye ni so pa
we yare ho se me kopiem krobi e friend school mu a ewo German ye nkwanta ewo Amansia Central Amansia Sati Mantam mu eye emrante enan me kopa bibia be di ene be de nenam galamse yi o mato nan mo nsia
Yebura obi maimu ensem o man Kenya na chese kopie mo Kenya Senior High School hono na ya de se oja renfo bi etimi ato ewo girls dormitory hono anam so ama esuafo no bebre eprepra emu nsem mehwe erebeso mo
wani gide mu nsem mu oru akwaku anu obi a wabene wo eyesi ni twemo de atudwa se aban ne hwe na Goldfields watakwa ene ne mpatam na ban hwe na wo lances no renew efise Ghana ha ye ho aso akwankora ebetimi atufo agudie ensem ni bika hu de tie ne de beso mo na ye somsom pa se anwumre no nsia kasebo Great Commission TV Paramount newspaper bi ensem de ne de pa ye mfase de mirem pemase eduma wa hwe ye mo amde comment ba nyina damase afi ye producers ahodo na Lamle Lamte director producer na be de chire Joyce Mensa afi ye ba camera Richmond Kwasi Ifa and afi Kingsley DJ afi artist Tudora editor and afi MCR Andy Grant and Nanaya Opare afi general managers Nanaya Hinoa Papa bi afi chief apostle Joseph Jackson papa bia obi aye dase se mu nyina muta ya chi na anwume no sia kase boy obi ni nua ba de besom na yesom sompa Gate Commission TV Paramount News papa bi ensem de na de na kase be da se da medika aka no ifiro samfo ena momo kenkanfo amote yenkan eyemme adehye hene nana agemai prempe osmaf palo mini nua ba
Shafatu Mohammed SM for short. Nami Aduma Echina. You're on the same time, same station. Yakram.